Imagine getting healthier by adding more to your life instead of taking everything away. That's not fantasy. That is exactly how my practice works. And let me show you how. So often, when patients find me, they've been stuck in a cycle of dieting, worsening metabolic health over time. Or maybe they arrive with a new diagnosis and a list of rules, all the things that they're supposed to give up. They're discouraged, they're frustrated, and honestly, they're a little bit afraid many times. Sometimes it's insulin resistance or prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Sometimes it's high blood pressure, high cholesterol, fatty liver, or the metabolic shifts that happen with midlife and menopause. Maybe it's something that nobody has named yet. They just don't feel like themselves anymore. I do things very differently. Instead of handing you another list of restrictions and things you shouldn't do, I help you build a life of abundance that you add things in that heal you. You build a foundation of healing. You learn to love the foods that actually love you back and finally start to feel good in your body again. And then lasting health actually becomes foundational instead of something you're constantly, restricting yourself towards. I'm Dr. Jenn. I'm a lifestyle medicine physician, and I help adults and children reverse metabolic disease and build a healthier relationship with their bodies and their food so they can create habits that last. I practice what I like to call joyful medicine. It's where evidence-based lifestyle medicine meets joy, weight inclusivity that honors your culture, your life, and your lived experience. So I work virtually by design. Telehealth gives my patients flexibility, and it also gives me room to do visits the way that they should be done, long, in depth, and unhurried. So I am not on a clock. I am with you every step of the way. So what actually works? Because most people have never really been told what works. So I'll tell you, first things first, your weight does not determine your care. In my practice, we do not talk about weight unless it's something that you want to talk about. And here's why. When we chase weight, study after study shows that yes, in the short term, we may see results on our weight, but we miss the underlying things that drive health. But when we actually focus on the right things that actually improve health, we focus on things like how you eat, how you move, how you sleep, how you handle stress, and how safe your body actually feels, lasting results come. And often your weight shifts as part of that, but it's never the goal. And this is really important. It's a side effect of getting healthy, not the point of it. Second is I never start with a list of things that you can't do. It's actually the opposite because I myself have found that I don't like restriction. Our body, our brain actually moves away. We put this tight box around ourselves. Our inclination is to push against it. So instead of that, we built your health around abundance, what you can eat, what you should eat, the foods that love you back, because a lifestyle that actually is fighting your life is not one that you're going to keep for the long term. It has to be part of your life, not at war with the way of it. So we need to enjoy the life we're living. I always say we have five senses for a reason. We need to fully embrace that and use that to our advantage. It's not a luxury. It's really the whole reason that we all do this. The third one is, real change happens together, hand in hand. Often we've had these patterns for decades, right? We've grown up with them. They're reinforced by the life that we're living now and by the environment around us. It's a very, confusing environment that we're in right now. There is a lot of information available to us, but sometimes it's hard to sort through what is actually evidence and what is just trend. And that's one of the reasons why working together hand in hand is really where the change happens. Not only do I take you from what your numbers actually mean in your labs, we connect the dots between what the labs mean, what your lifestyle is doing to those labs, and how you can build a pattern to actually support those labs. And ultimately, a lot of patients are actually able to improve their health to a point where they can either avoid medication or sometimes reduce medications. When you understand your body, you stop being a passenger on the ship. You start making decisions that actually compound your health and longevity overall. And this is true for families too. I work with children and parents so kids can grow up with a healthy relationship with their bodies and also to the food, learning to love foods that love them back without with joy, I should say, without restriction. And that's the key. It's not fear, it's not shame, it's really based on abundance. And when you can build that foundation, the foundation that supports you, your results will follow. My patients are able to reverse insulin resistance. Many are able to reduce or come off medications. Many of them lose weight without ever counting a calorie or counting a macro, which is something that I hear again and again is something that people have struggled with their whole lives, and that they're finally when they let go of these patterns, they really see lasting results, and they're so proud of themselves and happy with what happens. So if any of this is resonating with you, here's how we can actually work together. If you live in New York or Vermont, we can start by starting with a consult where we help you understand what's happening again with your labs, with your body, with your lifestyle. And that is the first virtual consult. It's a long, in-depth 90 minutes at least, or as much as it takes to go through every pattern and what is important to you, because that's really important too, the things that are important to you and how we can make this work and support your health long term. For a deeper, lasting change, sometimes people work with me for up to 6 months, sometimes longer, to really work stepwise towards creating those lasting habits and building this foundation really that holds for the long term. So everything is linked in the description below. If you have questions, just book a free discovery call. I do 20-minute discovery calls so we can see if working together is what works for you, whether it would be work for you. So if you're ready to stop fearing food and start building a life and a body that you love, this is what I'm here to do. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share with anybody you think could benefit.